matchups here. Right, we'll start with the AFC, then do the interconference games, then move to the NFC. AFC, Dolphins versus Bills. Dolphins just hung a 70 bomb on the Denver Broncos, absolutely humiliated them. But the Bills had a really good win last week too. Do I think the Dolphins, obviously the Dolphins aren't going to go undefeated. It's really hard to pick against a team that just hung 70. If I think anyone's going to stop them, it'll be a team like the Bills, Niners, something like that. I think the amount of confidence the Dolphins have right now. But at the same time, you're going into Buffalo in, will this be October? It'll be October by then, right? Sunday, yeah, October, so it'll be cold. Opposite of Miami weather. This might be my upset pick. This might be my upset pick. Do I pick my upset early? Who else we got? We have a few upsets here. I might have some real controversial picks this week. Let's go to our easier picks first. Ravens, Browns. Man, the Ravens really concerned me last week, didn't they? They did. I have a lot of concerns around the Ravens losing to that Colts team. A lot of question marks right now. The Browns looked really good last week, too. Like, shockingly good. Their defense especially. Give me the Browns. This might be, we're going to come here, this might be the first real upset pick. Steelers at Texans. I'm really riding the CJ Stroud hype train right now. He looked so good the last 2 weeks, finally gets his first win last week. But the Steelers looked really good too. Who were the Steelers playing last week? I literally just talked about that. This is literally seconds after I recorded the Raiders. I mean, the easy money's on the Steelers here, but I'm gonna... Do I bet the upset pick? I'm gonna ride that CJ Stroud high. I'm gonna say the Texans get 2 in a row here. They go 2-2. Bengals at Titans. Bengals just barely eked out a win against the Los Angeles Rams. Honestly, kind of shocking. But the Titans looked really bad against the Browns, like real bad. Joe Burrow does concern me this season, but so do the Titans. I'll take the Bengals here. Raiders kept it pretty close against the Steelers last week. I mean, kinda. But Jimmy Garoppolo might not be playing. They might be going to a rookie backup. Give me the Chargers there, and Chiefs, Jets. And yes, I realize I haven't picked this here. I'll be going back to this game. I'm still thinking, but I'll take the Chiefs over the Jets. Interconference games, Falcons, Eagles in the UK. Now this game is being streamed on Disney Plus, and it's gonna be like Toy Story themed, and I don't know technologically how they're doing it, but the players will be animated in real time to look like Toy Story characters. Now, obviously, that's going to make it a lot harder for me to talk about the game, because it's all going to look like a cartoon, but I will be watching the Disney Plus stream of this game instead of the regular stream, just to see what it looks like. Give me the Jags. Colts. Rams. Rams kept it real close against the Bengals last week. And honestly, they've looked better than anyone expected them to. Stafford's really bounced back. Even with a depleted squad, some younger guys, they've looked good. They've hung around. Will Richardson be back next week? I mean, they looked better with Minshew, shockingly, but Anthony Richardson, will he play next week? 18 hours ago. He remains in concussion protocol. I don't know what that means. Does that mean he's not playing? Okay, I'm gonna assume he won't play. This feels like such a toss-up to me. Like, how can like, confidently say one of these teams is better than the other and will win? I can't. But one of these teams is Aaron Donald. Give me the Rams. Patriots in Dallas. Dallas just lost to the Cardinals. Like, I've been hyping up their defense. Everyone's hyping up their defense. Like, oh, top 3 defense, top 5 defense. This is one of the best teams in the NFL. And then they go out and lose to the Cardinals. So, like, how good can your defense be? Patriots just beat the Jets, but it was a super close game. It was a very winnable game. If you look at the game film, the Jets had receivers open all day long downfield. Zach Wilson just wasn't even trying to get the ball to them because he sucks. So you'd assume the Jets are getting receivers open, the Cowboys will be getting receivers open, but I mean, yeah, Dak Prescott's better than Wilson. Give me the Cowboys there. Okay, now we have the game of the week. The Broncos versus the Bears. You've heard of the Super Bowl. This is going to be the toilet bowl. You have the 0-3 Bears with Justin Fields. He doesn't know how to read a defense. You have the Denver Broncos, who just gave up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins. The Broncos are only a 3-point favorite in this game. That's how badly that loss has, like, destroyed their Vegas odds. I'm gonna do something here. I'm doing it as a joke. I'm gonna predict that these teams tie. I'm going to predict that this game ends in a tie. If either team wins, this counts as a loss for me. So this game has to end in a tie for me to get any points here. But yeah, for the meme, I'm predicting a tie. But this is probably going to be the single worst game of the NFL season. Lions at Packers. This is tricky. I predicted the Packers to win week 2 because they looked so good week 1. They didn't win week 2, so I bet against them week 3. Then they did win when I didn't pick them. So I don't, if you're a Packers fan, you don't want me to pick the Packers. But then it's the opposite. When I did pick the Lions, they lost. And when I have not picked the Lions, they've won. So it's the same thing. These teams Vikings at Panthers. I keep picking the Vikings. They keep losing. I did not see a single way they could have lost last week against that Chargers team because of how porous the defense was. They still managed to do it. The Vikings are 0-3. I've picked them 3 weeks straight. Every single week, they've disappointed me and put red on my board. Even though I think, on paper, odds-wise, I think they should win this game. I'm going to pick the Panthers to win this game. Commanders at Eagles. I still have a lot of question marks around this Eagles offense. I still feel like Jalen Hurts is struggling a little bit with this passing game. But the Commanders looked really bad last week. Weeks 1 and 2 they looked good. But, you know, they still got that guy Howell. Like, give me the Eagles. Buccaneers at Saints. Saints are, neither of these teams are reliable. You don't know which version of these teams are gonna show up. Saints should have won last week, didn't. But Bucks hung around a bit with the Eagles. Give me the Buccaneers. I'll take the Buccaneers there. Cardinals at Niners. I'll take the Niners. And Seahawks going into New York to play the Giants. Might be a homer pick, but I'll take the Seahawks. So we get this one. I think this is going to be my upset pick of the week. I already have a couple upsets in here. The Dolphins are amazing. I'm going to caveat that. I still think, even if the Dolphins lose this game, I still think they are the best team in the NFL. I think Tua Tagovailoa is the clear front runner for MVP. I think they're still going to the Super Bowl, but I think the Bills will beat them in Week 4. Because I do not think the Dolphins will go undefeated this season. That's going to be my upset pick of this week. I try to do that, so. In the AFC, I have the Bills upsetting the Dolphins. I have the Browns beating the Ravens. I have the Texans upsetting the Steelers. I have the Bengals beating the Titans. I have the Chargers beating the Raiders. And the Chiefs beating the Jets. In interconference games, I have the Jaguars beating the Falcons in London. The Rams beating the Colts. The Broncos and Bears tying. Final score 3-3. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. Final score is 3-3. And I have the Dallas Cowboys beating the New England Patriots. In the NFC, I have the Detroit Lions beating the Green Bay Packers. I have the Carolina Panthers beating the Vikings. The Philadelphia Eagles beating the Washington Commanders. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the New Orleans Saints. The San Francisco 49ers beating the Arizona Cardinals. And the Seattle Seahawks beating the New York Giants. So, those are my predictions of this week. Let me know in the comments down below what you agree or disagree with, what you think your team's going to do this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more content just like this almost every single day. And until next time, guys.